What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So I just want to start this video off by saying that I am still fighting these allergies. I've been fighting these allergies for like the past week and a half. I was hoping it was gonna be gone by the time I start installing these fenders, but it's still here. I'm congested, so if I sound like I'm dying, it's just allergies. So it's been a while since I filmed the video, and I'm actually super excited because I have been wanting these fenders for a long time. And to give you guys a general story, the plan wasn't to actually get these fenders until later this year. The plan was to go with the fenders, buy them brand new, but they actually came up and he was like, hey, I got some carbon fenders. These were the exact ones that I wanted. We are gonna be installing the Fly1 Motorsports carbon fiber fenders on the Lexus today. I don't think we're gonna be able to get both done just because of the amount of tedious work that involves trying to take off the stock fender and install the new one. It's just a whole pain in the ass, to be honest. But just taking a look at the fender itself, full carbon, I think it looks absolutely amazing. You have this carbon vent right here, a duct right here, and then a huge duct that goes right here. I think it's gonna add a little bit of aggression to the car itself. Being that the car is white, pearlescent, and the color kind of shifts as it goes along the car, I don't know how exactly it's going to look. So the fender's gonna be carbon, and my thing is, will it still look good with the wrap? So the thing with these fenders is they are direct replacements for the stocks. So all you have to do is just take this off, install the new one, and that's about it. The only thing that it does not do is it does not add, a bit of width to the fender. So if you guys are looking for something where, you want to poke the wheels a little bit out, maybe just a little bit more, it unfortunately doesn't do that. You still have the stock width of the stock fender. So this morning I went ahead and just did the hard work and the more tedious work, and I took off the front bumper. In order to take off the fender, you will actually have to remove the headlight, but the majority of the fender that is held in is just with screws. If you look along here, you have a screw right there, a screw right there. A lot of screws that are going to be going along the fender, and you will have to remove the side skirt and the fender liner in order to remove the fender. So the next step that we're gonna have to do is actually gonna have to remove the fender liner. I still have the stock fender liner in my car, for those of you who are wondering. So we got the wheel off, and just looking under here, you do have a good amount of Phillips screws right here, pretty much all around the the fender wall. Excuse me. One step down, hopefully we can start removing this guy soon. But in order to get the fender off itself, there are 3 inside the engine bay. So 1, 2, and 3. There is one back there. You will have to remove this plastic piece to get back there. If you come inside the car, you will see a little plastic piece that you will have to remove right here. Pull that back and you will see another screw that you're going to remove. 2 down there, like I mentioned. I think we should be able to take off the fender. I'm just gonna put you guys down and time lapse the whole thing, but it is being a lot more tedious than I thought. Hopefully we'll be able to finish one side today. So just a quick update, I was able to remove the 2 bolts right underneath the fender. You're going to need to remove it from the actual body of the car. There are a couple screws which I will show you guys after, but there's one screw here. There's a couple of these underneath. I ended up removing 3 of these. You will have to remove the weather strip a little bit to pull it back, and there's a screw that's right here. Make sure you stay organized with your bolts, where each bolt is supposed to go, and then you should be fine. So after a few hours of finally finagling with this freaking fender, finally got it off. It is right here, it is dirty, it is all messed up, but the good thing is, we are putting the new one on. The car, honestly right now, it looks pretty sick, bare bones, without anything on it. It looks pretty savage. Seeing it like this, and actually mocking it up with the carbon fiber fender, I think it looks kind of tough. I'm gonna have my brother actually help me. If you guys can kind of picture that, we'll put it on soon, but I just want to show you guys how it's gonna look just mocked up. Honestly, I think it looks freaking gas. But I'm hoping the reinstall doesn't take too long, and we'll probably do the other side tomorrow. The process I'm putting the fender is exactly the same, just in reverse. I'm pretty much just gonna time lapse the whole thing, so you guys will see how it looks like as it's coming onto the car. the expectation that I had before installing, I think having it on the car far exceeds how I imagined it, especially with the color. I remember I told you guys in the beginning that I didn't know how it was gonna turn out with the color shifting wrap, with the carbon fiber fender. I didn't know if it was gonna be a clash where it was like, it just wasn't gonna flow. But I think it looks even better than having the colored fender. Like, oh my goodness, it's not bolted in yet. We literally just put it on the car, put it in place. But the vent, you know, I think it makes it 5 times better, and it just looks so good. Like, I think it's just the contrast that I haven't seen on this car in a while that makes it look so good. The weave on the carbon fiber just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. It just looks so good. We've literally have just been looking at it for the past 5 minutes without even like installing anything. And like, I'm just like falling in love with this car over again.
A few moments later.
Car is officially on the floor. Front, side, well, there's only the front side. The driver's side front fender is now officially on. All the screws are screwed in. What I ended up doing was I ended up leaving the fender liner out. The bolts that were bolted in on the inside, so like right here, like the little ones on the inside of the fender liner, those will work. But anything on like the outside, I think this is the inside part of the fender liner, but like anything on the outside of it, that would like bolt up right here. There's no holes. So I ended up just not doing that. The fitment on it is actually like, of course, you know, with aftermarket parts, you shouldn't expect it to be 100%, but I want to say it's like 90% decent. Like, it's pretty good here, pretty good here. The hood's not all the way closed, but it's pretty good. The headlight, there is a little bit of gaps, and I probably should line this up a little bit better, but the headlight one is fairly decent. But I think overall, it looks really, really good. It took me, I want to say, about a couple hours to get this done just for one side. But I ended up going to like drastic measures, and I ended up taking off my freaking windshield wiper because the bolt that's right here, it just, you know, it was hard to get to. I am going to call it a night for the install wise, because I'm gonna rest because my freaking allergies are like making me congested, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. What's going on, y'all? So today is now day 2 of getting these carbon fiber fenders on. As you guys saw, I pretty much time-lapsed the whole process of me taking off the fender. Before I get to reinstalling everything, I just want to let you guys know, if you guys are going to do this, make sure you stay organized. There is a lot of bolts that go into taking off the fender that you will need to reuse, and there's a lot of bolts that go into other pieces that you will need to reinstall back. You don't have to do it like me where it's like place. I'm just like very OCD, and I want to make sure that this bolt goes in the same exact spot. But just make sure you guys are organized and you guys know exactly which one is going where. So I think I might have ran into a bit of a snag right here. So the fender's on. All the bolts are pretty much bolted up. The only thing is the fitment up here is terrible. Like if you look at it, it's just a huge gap and it doesn't like run smoothly. If you go on the other side, the fitment here is actually like, it's actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty good. But if you come over to this side, it's just like where it lines up with the hood, pretty decent. You come up here and then it's just like it just pops up here. I don't know why. I didn't tighten everything down all the way before I went ahead and tightened everything down. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna uninstall it and then reinstall it back on, and then I'll update you guys after that. That is just like one of the things where it's kind of like I'm like scratching my head because I don't know what can be causing that, because all the bolts are in the correct spots. Everything is I want to say like 80% tight, but it's tightened down good enough to where if I drive it, I can drive it. I ended up installing the fender back. It's not like 100% like I want it to be. I think it fits pretty decently for what it is, but let me show you guys how it looks like, because I think it looks fairly good. So you close the hood, and of course the front bumper's not on, but we'll get to that. But fitment is actually pretty decent from the hood to the fender. The only downside is like this like really big piece. This is like really annoying. You know, everything else is like, it's actually not bad. Like it's pretty good. And I'll see how it looks like when I put the front bumper on. Oh my gosh. Let me put you guys down and we'll finish wrapping up here. We are now finally finished with this damn install. I'm not gonna lie, this was probably the most annoying install that I've done outside of wrapping my car. It is probably in the top. In the garage, it looks fairly decent, but a few zip ties and a very frustrating Christian later. This is how it looks like. Not bad, not bad. So it looks pretty good, you know, the vent. Let me know if you guys know what that little sensor module thing is and if that's gonna, you know, affect anything. Here's the driver's side. I think it looks really good, especially with everything installed with the front bumper and everything like that. Side note, you will need to drill your own holes in the fenders. Bro, what is that, dude? Like, that is disgusting. Fitment on that is absolutely trash. And I want to be completely honest with you guys. I don't want to be like, yeah, dude, like, fitment's 10 out of 10. You guys should definitely get this, and you guys, like, when you buy it, it's not. But if you look over here, you can kind of see it standing up a little bit. Like, yo, that is like, yo. So if you guys have these carbon fiber fenders, let me know if you have that same like issue. Is it just on the passenger side? Is it on both? Did I just get one where it was like pretty defective and you know the fitment is just absolutely trash? Let me know if you guys have experience with Fly1 Motorsports and their carbon fiber fenders. From the front, it's like you can tell, but you can't really tell. But I think it looks pretty good. My hair's a mess, but let me show you guys how the car looks. Here we go. Kaplam! Like, it looks cool. It's not bad. Am I sold? Not 100%. Am I hating it? No. Do I love it? Not in love, but I don't like not like it. Like, it's cool. It's not bad. I think it gives it a different aspect. It might be the color itself. Do I think it lived up to my expectation of what I imagined the car to look like? No. I thought it was gonna look better, if I'm being honest, but I don't know what needs to be done in order for it to look better. Like I said, it might be the color, but if I go any darker, I feel like the carbon will just like blend in with the color, and I want the carbon to stick out, which is why I kind of wanted to do it with the wrap on right now. Because with the wrap on right now, it has a contrast of like, okay, the color is the color. Different angles, I feel like you have like a very, very aggressive like look to the car, like especially like coming from here, and then you look, because you have the vent. Granted, my car is very filthy, so that might also be the reason why I'm not really feeling it right now. A huge carbon fiber piece on a car for me was always like something that I've always wanted, whether it was a hood, whether it was a trunk, whether it was a fender. But the car might eventually go to this guy. So let me know if you guys think it's a good idea to give it to him, or I should just keep it and hold it for myself and forget this guy. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll record some B-roll footage and we'll get out of here. Alright y'all, so I'm just gonna end the video right here. If you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely give this video a big thumbs up. And if you guys aren't already, subscribe to the channel down below. I do have another part that I do want to add onto the carbon fiber fenders. It's gonna like tie everything in together. Debating, I'm like flopping back and forth right now. But new videos coming soon, new wrap color coming soon. I think it should be exciting. But I'm gonna just end it right there. Thank you guys for tuning to another video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.